here. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Can you guys hear me? Am I not? Am I glitching? Am I lagging? Let me know. Anyways, this is Raps Report impromptu. Got my pen here. Got a couple of notes. Got a very bad internet connection right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think the internet's down where I'm at right now. So yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Let me know if I'm good. I'm literally using my data right now. That's how much I love you guys, and that's how much I appreciate doing this. So yeah, rip to my data bill that's gonna be coming out next month. But anyways, let's talk about this game. Gonna do a post-game live here. Try to go live for about 15 to 20 minutes. Raptors lose again, guys. 0-2. Is it time to hit the panic button? This was a heartbreaking loss, 119 to 114. It went down to the wire. And then, the Raptors had a chance to tie it up with Fred VanVleet. He had a good look. He missed it. And that's it. San Antonio, they have always been tough in home openers. They beat the Raptors. And the Raptors are 0-2 now, guys, for the first time since 2013. It's been a damn while. And you look at the San Antonio Spurs, I mean, DeMar DeRozan had himself a game. Every time he plays us, he has a good game. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Murray had himself a double-double. Aldridge came up big in the fourth quarter. Walker, Johnson, all Spurs starting 5 scored double figures. And then Patty Mills from off the bench, 21 points. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, and let's talk about the Toronto Raptors, who once again struggled at some points in this game. They started off strong, and then their offense went into a sputter again. They had an offensive drought. It hurt them. They were able to figure it out. It made for an entertaining fourth quarter, nail-biting fourth quarter. But late in the game, I thought their execution could have been a bit better. Nick Nurse, of course, was very infuriated with the officiating. So were the Raptors players. But there were a lot of possessions where I looked at this team and it did not look to be a comfortable team. Pascal Siakam might have forced a couple of things late. Fred VanVleet, he found his stroke late. Obviously, he missed the game-tying 3. But the Raptors' execution and their ability to put the ball in the net when it mattered the most, didn't come through. You look at this Raptors team, though, I mean, Chris Boucher was phenomenal. Without Chris Boucher tonight, guys, there's no chance we even have a shot to win this game. He had 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 blocks. Bonjour! He is worth the money and then some, and he was by far the best Raptor tonight. And he basically outperformed Norman Powell, who had 0 points and was 0 of 5 from the field. And even OG Anunoby had another tough game. 10 points. He had a big 3 late, but that was it. What the hell was Norman Powell doing in crucial parts of this game? He once again struggled. In the first game, he couldn't hit a damn shot. He was struggling with his shooting percentage. This game, he was a complete non-factor. All he did was make, one key steal at the end. That was it. OG Anunoby struggled tonight with his offense. If Chris Boucher didn't play like Chris Boucher, we had no chance of winning this game. So, as bad as tonight was, the lone bright spot was we saw the development and the progression of Chris Boucher. And that was a very big thing to see for Raptors fans because he better get more minutes. He better get more playing time. And right now, he looks to be the most comfortable Raptor through 2 games. He was 9 of 13 tonight, 3 of 4 from 3. And every time it looked like the Spurs were making a run, Chris Boucher came up with a big play or a big block. He was sound on both sides of the ball. So I'm going to give you guys my 3 stars before I get into some other guys who I'm going to rip. Number 1 star, Chris Boucher, without a doubt. Number 2 star, Fred VanVleet. He found his stroke later in this one. He started off hot, then he ended off hot. He had 27 points, and he had 9 assists. The thing with Fred, when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. There's no in between. So he started off hot, didn't shoot the ball the rest of the way, didn't really get a lot of shot attempts, and then late he got hot. That's his game. He's my 2nd star. And then 3rd star, I'm going to give it to Pascal Siakam. 16 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists. 2 assists shy of a triple-double. But what pissed me off about Siakam was late in the game, he looked sloppy. There were a couple possessions where he could have made good basketball decisions. He rushed it, and it either resulted in a turnover or just a wasted possession. So Siakam, I'm not going to knock. He had a solid game overall. Fred VanVleet showed up. Chris Boucher was obviously a standout candidate. OG Anunoby, I mean, I know this guy can be better. I'm big on him. I'm not ready to give up on him. He's got a lot of great traits. But we got to see more from this guy offensively. We need to see a consistent offensive game from OG Anunoby, or else that contract that we gave him might, end up being a bad contract if his offense doesn't develop. Defensively, he's sound. We know what we're going to get from him. But offensively, guys, I mean, if OG Anunoby's going to continue to struggle and we're barely getting double-digit points from the guy, that's going to be a problem. Somebody that you're giving $18 million a year, or your starter, a wing player, he's got to find his offense. So it's concerning a little bit. I still am confident that he will find his offensive game and he will have himself a nice season overall. But he has definitely been one of those players that need to step up. Norman Powell, I don't want to see this guy get minutes anymore. I'm not a big Norman Powell fan. I never was. And right now he's struggling. He obviously pissed us off in the playoffs on that last possession against Boston. And right now he's been a non-factor. I mean, you want somebody who's going to come off the bench and ignite the bench, give you a scoring lift, give you scoring production. And right now Norman Powell has been a pylon out there. Yes, he's done some good things defensively, but you need him to be solid offensively. And right now Norman Powell has not done that. Where the hell was Terrence Davis tonight, Nick Nurse? I mean, Terrence Davis is pound for pound our best offensive scorer, and he had no minutes tonight. He wasn't playing. We could have used him, especially since the Spurs bench outperformed our bench. Where was Malachi Flynn? I don't understand this one, because I know you want to casually bring him into things. I know he's a rookie, but Nick, you saw how comfortable he looked out there. Bring him into the game. Ignite some new life into this team. He looked excellent in those preseason games. You know what he can do offensively. You know what he could do defensively. Give him a shot, especially when the Raptors were having a tough second quarter. Switch things up. See what this guy can do. I was very surprised that we did not see Malachi Flynn tonight and Terrence Davis. Matt Thomas overall had 8 points. He was 2 of 5 from 3. He did miss a couple of makeable threes, but I'm giving him the pass. That's okay. His shot, his consistency is going to come with more minutes that he gets. Bembry, not much of a factor tonight. 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field. Aaron Baines, I thought was good tonight, guys. I know a lot of you got on him in game 1. 13.7 rebounds. Yes, he was 1 of 4 from 3, but that's not his shot. He's not expected to make that 3. He was 6 of 11 overall, and I thought he was okay against this old team. Kyle Lowry, I made a promise to myself that I'm never going to, say a negative thing about him again. He was okay tonight, 16 points, 10 assists, 6 of 15 from the field, and he did miss a wide open look. Let's call it for what it is. If Kyle Lowry makes that jumper, the Raptors probably win the game. The Raptors probably win the game if Kyle Lowry makes that jumper. He was wide open. And it's funny because it came after DeRozan hit his shot. So they're actually going back and forth. DeRozan's like, oh, Kyle, I can get you. And he hit the nice jump shot over Kyle Lowry. Then Kyle Lowry tried to do the same on DeRozan. He missed it. But then he had an opportunity to make up for it with a wide open shot, and he missed it. And then that is what, of course, gave the Spurs a 3-point lead. And then Fred VanVleet missed the game-tying 3. But overall, what is alarming about this team is a tweet that I said earlier. And it's that the Raptors go through offensive scoring droughts. And if you're going to say, Luka, you're overreacting, chill, I'm not overreacting, because if there's one area of concern for this team, it's their offense. Who will give you that go-to basket when you need a basket? There was a couple times tonight where the Raptors had scoring droughts. And the Spurs made a run. Yeah, the Raptors had their own runs, but there were a couple of times tonight where the Raptors had scoring droughts. And late in that fourth quarter, I was holding my breath when Pascal Siakam was dribbling out of control. And I was thinking to myself, who the hell is going to make a play? Who the hell is going to make a shot? For those of you who are going to say Fred VanVleet, let me tell you something. If Fred VanVleet isn't on, if Fred VanVleet isn't hitting his jump shot, he's a spot-up shooter, the Raptors have no offense at that point. Are you really going to trust Pascal Siakam trying to bully his way to the rim when he looks out of control? There's not a guy who can create his own shot on this team consistently. That's what I've realized. Pascal Siakam, you hold his breath every time you hold your breath every time he tries to do it. Kyle Lowry, yeah, he can string together a good streak of scoring runs, but is he really that guy? OG Anunoby, no. Fred VanVleet, more of a spot-up shooter. If he's on, he's on. If he's off, he's off. That is the biggest concern to me on this team. Who is going to give you that clutch bucket? Who is going to end the scoring drought? Who is going to get this team back on track when they do go through tough stretches and droughts of ball games? Because late in the fourth quarter, you had that feeling again of this team needs that consistent go-to guy, that consistent scorer. And I know the Raptors' strength are their numbers, but sometimes you need a guy who could just get the ball in the rim. You need a guy who could draw, a foul. The Raptors don't even have that guy. We're not even getting the calls. The Raptors don't have that guy who can put his head down and just, draw 2 foul shots and build a team out the foul line. So the offense, to me, is the biggest issue through 2 games. 3-pointers have been atrocious. This has not been a team that we're used to seeing. I mean, 15-41 from 3. Are you kidding me? Put me out there. I got a jersey around here somewhere. I'll hit a damn 3 if I need to. The Raptors started this game 60% from the field and cooled off significantly. They finished 45%. Free throws, 73%. Rebounds, the Spurs all rebounding us. And there was a sequence at the end where you're holding your breath. I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge, for as old as he is, are you kidding me? He had like 2 attempts. And he put the ball off glass, and that's what gave the Spurs the initial 1-point lead late in the fourth quarter. The Raptors got out-rebounded +7. So I'm not worried about the defense. The defense is going to be there. I'm worried about this offense and where is the consistency going to come from. And also, I'm just dumbfounded why, we haven't seen Terrence Davis and Malachi Flynn more consistently from off the bench. Not to mention, we haven't even seen other guys like Paul Watson. So at the end of the day, guys, offense is going to win you games. When you're going to play the Brooklyn Nets of the world, the Celtics of the world, the Bucks of the world, this team's going to get pummeled if they go through a scoring drought, if they go through a 3-minute dry spell, 2-minute dry spell. We're going to get absolutely blown out. Our defense can only take us so far. We got to generate more offense, and we got to be more consistent. I want to see more from Norman Powell. I want to see more from OG Anunoby. Can Siakam continue taking that step with his offensive game? Can he be a reliable, 20-plus point scorer? There are a lot of question marks right now with this offense. And right now, we're 0-2. I'm not going to hit the panic button because we've been spoiled as a fan base. I just finished saying it's our first 0-2 start since 2013. But damn it, I'm not going to sit here and lie that everything's okay because I, too, have a little bit of a feeling like, oh, damn, maybe this team could go very south. Now, there's no way the Raptors miss the playoffs. I'll come out and say that. I'll make a guarantee. If somehow they miss the playoffs, I'll give a random subscriber $100 or something. But is this a team that if they continue to play like this will be on the bottom half of the standings? It could be. Because this team has to be a lot better when you're going to play against the elite in the East. So there's still time, still much room for improvement. I want to see the adjustments that Nick Nurse makes. I want to see guys get minutes that we haven't seen yet. And I want to see how this Raptors team looks. I'm going to make a fair assessment of this Raptors team. Like I said on Twitter, 15 to 25 games in. I'm not going to do it after 2 games. I'm going to react game to game because that's what I do. That's what these post-game lives are for. But I'm talking about big picture. 15 to 20 games. Let's see what this team gives you. But right now, we're 0-2. We play the Sixers on Tuesday. That could be an L. All of a sudden, you're glaring 0-3. You're thinking, what the hell is going on? Yeah, and I know the Raptors haven't had an ideal start to their season. Obviously, they're not in Toronto. They had to adjust to Tampa. I don't want to hear those excuses or even excuses about the refs. At the end of the day, you got to go win out games. You can't make excuses in this league. So it's frustrating. We lose a heartbreaker of a game. We could have won that game. But at the end of the day, our offense needs to be better in our execution. But going back to my 3 stars, Chris Boucher, man, I love this guy. I really do. We all wanted to see him get more minutes last season. Our wish has come true this season. Keep giving Slim Duck the damn ball. He has a chance to be special. You talk about breakout player, he has a chance to have a breakout season. He has the tools offensively. For everybody saying he's got to put on weight, nah, man. That's who he is. He doesn't need to put on weight. He's not going to get buff. He's slim. He's like 27. He's not going to put on more mass on him. His game is doing what he did. And if he can consistently hit that shot and his defense is as is, man, Boucher's going to be a problem. But where else is that help going to come from off the bench? I still have faith in Matt Thomas. But I have no faith right now in Norman Powell. He was supposed to be that Serge Ibaka type of catalyst from off the bench. Right now, I mean, I haven't seen anything that's, giving me a reason to believe in this guy. So who else is going to step up from off the bench and give this Raptors team a lift? Smash that like button, guys. Get to 100 likes. I know I'm not reading comments. I'm doing this on my phone. My internet sucks tonight. I don't know what the hell happened. So I'm doing an impromptu Raptors postgame live. Let's get to 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the bell. Let me know what your reaction is. I'll get to some comments now. Yeah, guys, blow up the stream if you can. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll be doing a live play-by-play and reaction like I did tonight on Tuesday. And then following that game, I'll do a post-game live. Hopefully, I'll actually have a proper setup, and I don't have to do an impromptu one like this. So, yeah, all in all, guys, Raptors lose. They're 0-2. Got to quickly turn around. They got the Sixers on Tuesday. And, yeah, the Raptors haven't had too many losing records to begin seasons. And all of a sudden, we find ourselves in uncharted territory. I mean, what the hell? Who expected this team to go 0-2? I didn't. But let's get these likes up, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Get these likes up. We're at 42 likes. We got almost 200 people in here. Let's get it up. I'm going to try to get to as many comments. We're not looking good, says Ryan. Raptors need to be the Lakers one-on-one. What? What's going on, Brian? What time is it? This is a late one. We're 2 minutes past midnight here. 76ers next. Yeah, what's going on? Raptors regressed. Please smash that like. I'll use please. No worries. Raptors need to be better against better teams. Siakam overpaid. I want to see Yuta play. I want to see more bench guys get minutes. Like, come on. I want to see Malachi Flynn, for crying out loud. Malachi Flynn looked great. Like, he looked great through the first 2 preseason games. Give the guy minutes. I guarantee you he's not going to look uncomfortable. He's going to give you something of substance. Just give this guy minutes. Why the hell do we draft him then? Develop him. Now, I know Nick Nurse is not going to go cold turkey and not play this guy, but play him now. See what he can do as the team's backup point guard. Because Matt Thomas isn't a traditional point guard. Right now, this team doesn't have a backup point guard on the court. Malachi is that guy. I know he can be that guy. I saw a lot of great things from this guy during the preseason. Nick needs to play him more. We saw an excellent pairing of Malachi and Matt Thomas, and you're telling me we're not getting that? Or even Terrence Davis and Malachi? There's so many different options from off the bench. I don't know. Am I missing something here? I'm obviously not a coach for a reason, but ingest some life into this bench or into your offense when you're struggling to put the ball in the net. What'd you guys think of Pascal Siakam tonight? Because the stat sheet says he had a great game. 16 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. But when you look further, 0 of 5 from 3. And like I said, late in the fourth quarter, there were a couple of instances where I got to pull up the tape. I should have another screen. Hey, appreciate the dono, LCV Killer. What'd you guys think of him tonight? 0 of 5 from 3. And like I said, there were a couple instances tonight where he didn't look comfortable when those pressure moments came. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when Pascal Siakam's got the ball and he's kind of out of control in the open court or down low, I hold my breath. I really do. I'm not comfortable watching this guy with the game on the line or in pressure-packed situations. I'm not. So I want to know what you guys think of Pascal Siakam. Like, were you impressed with him tonight or what? Don't tell me my phone's going to die. No, we're good. We're good. I just charged it. Decent, a bit better. He dribbles way too low. I agree. He was a lot better tonight, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to get hard on him because, again, he did have an overall solid game. But it's like your expectation level for where he is, he's not there. Obviously, he still has time. It's 2 games in, damn it. But from what we've seen overall, can he be that guy? I don't know. I don't know if he can. Can he be a Robin? 1,000%. We've seen that already next to Kawhi Leonard. But again, tonight was a perfect example. You're not playing a championship team. The Spurs aren't winning the championship. Hell, the Spurs probably aren't even making the damn playoffs. And we got a late game situation, and we saw Pascal Siakam and, some other Raptors kind of, choke in certain situations. So it's like when you do play those great teams, when you need a basket, when you do get back to those situations that you were in against the Bostons of the world, who is going to be that go-to guy on this team? Like, I'm asking you guys openly, who is the go-to guy on this team? I don't know right now. It's not Pascal Siakam. Fred VanVleet's too much of a spot-up shooter for him to be considered a go-to guy. I got faith in Kyle Lowry. Even though he missed the wide-open shot, I still want Lowry with the ball with the game on the line. I don't know about y'all. I want Kyle Lowry with the ball in his hands. We'll see what happens with Boucher, but I'm going with Lowry right now. Lowry, to me, is the closer on this team, but again, he's not. That's not him. That's not his game. Lowry shouldn't be the closer on your team, and that is why, we might have an issue of, okay, this team needs that guy, and there's not a guy you can get right now, well, other than this guy, but you know what I mean? Like, if that doesn't pan out, you don't trade for Harden. Like, there's going to be that hole on this team regardless. Like, I don't think out of Anunoby, Siakam, or VanVleet, can one of those three guys turn into that guy? Siakam still has a chance, Anunoby. But in terms of closers on this team, we got to wait and see. I mean, right now, I would put my money on Kyle Lowry. Down 2, needing the basket. So we got to see what happens. And again, the longer this losing streak goes, if you will, or the longer we struggle, you got to think, is Masai up to something? Because right now there's a disgruntled superstar in Houston who might want out. And I'm going to just put this on the table. I'm not saying Harden would work. I'm not saying you throw everything for Harden. But right now, the Raptors are going to be fine defensively. I promise you that. They got their DNA. But what they're missing is that offensive scorer. What they're missing is a guy who needs to be sometimes selfish and play iso ball and go get you 30-plus points when need be. And you need that in the NBA. You look at the elite teams, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nets, the Bucks, the Heat with Jimmy Butler. By the way, did you guys see that Serge Ibaka elbow to Kawhi Leonard? I hope Kawhi's fine. I've never seen that much blood in an NBA game. My goodness. I mean, I hope he's okay. You know what? Serge Ibaka's been great for the Clippers, and right now this team is missing Serge Ibaka. I hate to say it. I don't want to go to the past. Are we missing Marc Gasol? No, because Chris Boucher's filling in nicely and Aaron Baines. Are we missing Ibaka? We're missing that anchor from off the bench right now. We are. Norman Powell's supposed to step in. He even said it in an interview. I know there's going to be a lot expected of me. Well, bro, right now, I mean, you're not living up to those expectations. Smash that like button, guys, please. Let's go. We're almost at 100 likes. Let's get this post-game live to 100. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell, guys, for all post-game lives. I promise you I'll have a more appropriate backdrop for when my internet doesn't go down on me unexpectedly. I did a live play-by-play and reaction. Go check that out if you haven't already. And I really appreciate everybody in here. We got over 200 people for a post-game live. That's awesome. I was supposed to have my buddy Mike Roach, who is Raptors broadcast associate. He does work for the team, but my internet kind of gave out on me, as you can see, so I had to settle for this. So please, guys, spike like that like button. Spike like that like button for me using my data to bring you guys this content. And please subscribe if you are new. We're so close to 18.5K, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep on growing this channel and community. Okay, let's get to some questions here. If you guys have any questions. What's going on, Hot Take Hockey? Appreciate the raid before, brother. Do you believe the Raptors will beat the Sixers? I don't know. We'll see Tuesday, bro. I don't know. I'm not taking the Raptors in a bet. If you asked me to bet $100 on Tuesday, I would not put money on the Raptors right now. I mean, I think we lose that game. We'll see. The Sixers have been playing well lately. Well, a lot better lately. I'll be honest. I don't even know their record right now, but I watched them in the preseason. They look pretty good. Boucher or Siakam? Okay, that's a dumb question. I'm obviously gonna go with Siakam. Like, Boucher, let's chill a little bit here. Like, he's great, but you know what I mean? Like, let's see it for more than 2 games. I have a bad feeling about the season. I think we all do. I mean, we're all in that like weird in between where you don't want to overreact, but you kind of feel what's coming. And I think like I'm in that boat with you guys where it's like I don't want to overreact. Obviously, I react again game to game. It's my job. But you don't want to overreact, but at the same time, like you can get the sense just how like the NBA is moving, some of the teams we've seen, just the feel from, this current Raptors team. So, like I said, the next 15 games or so going to be crucial, especially since this is considered the easier part of the Raptors' first half schedule because February is going to be a gutter. Like that's going to be a tough go. So if the Raptors are struggling now and struggling to get wins now, February is going to be it's going to be tough. It's going to be very hard. Nets would kill us. Well, somebody asked me, "Hey, Luca, Nets or Raptors in a 7-game series?" I'm like, "You kidding me?" Kyle Lowry with a quote: "We're 0-2. I haven't had this record for a effing long time. We got to figure this out." These guys are frustrated. And right now I'm on Twitter. Siakam's trending. That's never a good sign. But guys, go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. If you aren't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for more Raptors post-game lives and more live streams. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things on Twitter right now, guys. And right now that, Siakam and Norman Powell for Harden, or 2 picks, Powell and Siakam for Harden. That's what's kind of being talked about right now. Pascal's trending. Yeah, he is, man. When is he not trending? We're 11 likes away from 100, guys. Let's hit it. What do you think about trading for Harden? It's got its pros and cons. Right now, I can give you the pro. The Raptors need offense. Who's going to give you offense? It's Harden. The Raptors have dealt with, poor attitude superstars or deemed poor attitude superstars. Kawhi Leonard was in a perfect situation when he came here, and it worked. 29-43, yikes. I don't know. This is what I'll say. For the people going as far as saying this team's not making the playoffs, I think you're crazy. Like I said, if the Raptors don't make the playoffs, I'm going to give one random person $100. I fully believe we are making the playoffs. I don't think we're going to fall off that much. But like I said in the live stream, are we a top 5 team? With what we've seen so far, I'm seeing more so 6 to 8. Anytime you trade for a superstar, it raises your ceiling. I don't care if it's Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Lillard, yeah. And Anunoby needs to step up offensively. That's facts, man. That's facts. We paid him all this money. For you to pay a guy $18 million a year and for him to be a 3-and-D wing, like you need some offense, especially since he is an integral part of this core. It's Siakam, Van Vliet, and Anunoby. Like that's the future of this team. So if you're not liking what you're seeing now, are you gonna like what you're seeing now in 3 years from now? Like all these guys are young, but Van Vliet's my age. He's not 22, 23. I think Siakam's my age too, 27 or 26. OG's the youngest. That's why he still might have room to grow. But again, if you're not confident in this core, this is it, guys. Like, this is our core. The Raptors locked up big money in Siakam, OG, and Fred. Like, we got to make it work or else we're going to suck for the next, 3 to 4 years. Warriors are smart. They're building through the draft, says Mark Anderson. The Warriors are another interesting case. Are they going to make the playoffs? They looked horrible through the first 2 games. They've looked way worse than the Raptors have. I got to say that. At least the Raptors were in tonight's game. Yeah, that's a team that's, they're building through the draft. Is trading for DeMar a good idea? Nah. I'm not a fan of going back to the past. This is in life and in sports. It didn't work the first time in terms of bringing home a chip, so it's not going to work the second time. But it's funny because we do need offense. We do need scoring. And DeRozan had what, 29 tonight? We could have used the DeRozan tonight. But I wouldn't go necessarily for DeRozan. He's 6'10". How do you feel? I feel great. I'm happy for him. I wish I had, like, 5 of those inches to add to my height. Just trust the process, Luka. Hey, listen, I'm trusting the process. I trust Masai Ujiri. Like I said, I'm going game to game. And right now this team is 0-2. And right now this team has offensive problems. And anybody in the room could tell you that. And even the effort I found in the first half of this game in that second quarter when San Antonio did outscore us 28-19, it wasn't there. And that's where San Antonio essentially won the game, because you look at the other quarters, the Raptors won the first quarter +6. We lost the third quarter, but it was only a 2-point differential. And then the fourth quarter was neck and neck, 28 points apiece. So the Raptors lost the game in the second quarter. And I don't know about y'all, but the Raptors' effort and their energy was not there in the second. And that's when they had a scoring drought. And that's when the Spurs did make their run. What was my reaction to what? Embiid? I think Joel Embiid's going to have a big game against us. There's no Marcus Gasol. He's licking his chops right now. I'm very interested to see who the hell guards Embiid on Tuesday. And it's most likely going to be Baines. And we might even see Alex Len there, because I don't think Boucher is going to be able to guard him. And I don't know how Baines is going to do against them. So you might have to throw another big old school body in Alex Len. Can I please talk about Powell? Rewind it. I ripped Norman Powell in the first part of this video. He needs to be better. That's all there is to say. He needs to be better. He needs to be better. We can't have 0-point games from Norman Powell. We can't. It's unacceptable. 0 of 5 from the field. Take more shot attempts if need be. Make better plays out there. And the worst part about it, guys, Norman Powell played 18 minutes, and he was out there on the court late in the fourth quarter when you needed guys to make plays. Like, I don't know what was up with that. I would have much, chances the Raptors tank. No, we're not tanking. We just locked up money in our 3 core pieces. We're not tanking. We're not tanking. Yes, Gio, I'm going to be doing that game on Tuesday, so definitely join me for that. Raptors disrespect video. What are they being disrespected by right now? I mean, if the American media takes shots at us, I can't really say anything to defend us. We're 0-2. I even tweeted tonight, these offensive scoring droughts from the Raptors are worrisome. They are. It's not too early. We've seen a problem. A very early problem. So I agree with one stance of people saying it's too early, but you got to be real at some points and go based on what you've seen. You do more Nets videos? What about the Nets? Mark, that sounds like a very interesting plan, bro. Have a good time. Matt Thomas versus Luka Rosano 1-on-1. I'm going with Luka. I don't know. I'm going with Matt Thomas, man. He's really good. Tonight we could have used some more threes, though. What's going on, Lorenz Days? Sub to the channel if you are new, guys, and hit that bell. Let's hit 18.5, guys. Really appreciate the support on these videos, these podcasts. This is an impromptu Raps report and the live streams. If I make a title, Raps are try. I feel like a lot of my subscribers would turn on me and be like, "You're overreacting, dude, unsub." But you're right. That would probably pop. Am I from the hood? No. I mean, the Raptors got to be better, and I probably will do a pod on Monday. Not going to do any content tomorrow. But yeah, Monday I'll probably do a podcast just to kind of summarize the 0-2 start and kind of see where we got to go from here. The referees were suspect, but again, I'm not one to put full responsibility on the referees. Yes, they have an important job. Yes, they have an important role. Yes, they do. Are responsible for a lot of big time moments in games. But at the end of the day, the Raptors had a chance to win this game. We missed shots that we usually make. The execution could have been a lot better, and again, we could have used offense when we were going through those droughts. Harden trade ain't looking so bad anymore. Well, I just know this. When I initially brought it up, some people were getting at me saying, bro, come on, we don't want Harden. He's trash. You need a superstar to win in today's NBA. Maybe I'll make another Harden video. Well, speaking of Harden, guys, he's actually in action tonight. And he looks pretty sloppy. He does not want to be there. That's the thing. Like, we're gonna know where this guy goes soon. Like, he's not gonna stay there long. There you go. Tonight, James Harden has 31 points. The game's actually still going on. The Blazers are up 113 to 111. Harden's got 31 points, 15 assists. We could have used 31 and 15 tonight. Oh, man, we could have used 31 and 15. And Harden played point guard tonight. I don't know. Kyle Lowry, James Harden, OG Anunoby. Maybe you start Boucher at the 4. Or you get PJ Tucker in that deal. Aaron Baines. And you get rid of Siakam and Norman Powell. Lowry and Harden with OG. Or sorry, and then I even forgot about Fred. I guess Fred comes from off the bench. Just saying. That's actually not that bad. I don't know. I'm just playing hypothetical here. I'm playing 2K. It's that part of the show. We're just chilling now. That's not that bad. Norman Powell, I mean, Siakam, 2 picks. You bring in Harden. You want a chance to win, there it is. But here's the thing. If you're Masai Ujiri, you got to make this trade happen soon before Siakam's value and Norman Powell's value continues to diminish. Like, you got to pull this trigger soon if you still can. It's so funny because all the Raptors fans or most Raptors fans started off saying, like, I don't want Harden. And now, like, everybody's like, so we have a chance to get James Harden now? That's actually interesting. Could this work? Do I play basketball? Yeah, I do. What'd you think of our last possession? So, the last possession, I thought it was a beautifully called play for Fred. I'm not mad with that last play call, that last possession. Fred just missed the shot. It was in and out. Great look. Looked great from off his hands. I'm watching this thing live, and I'm thinking we're going to overtime. I'm about to do my first overtime stream of the season. That was a beautifully run play. He just missed it. It happens. Plays before that, questionable, but the final play run for Van Vliet, I actually really like that. And I liked how he got the defender to fake on his pump fake. And he had the look. It looked good. Tell me that wasn't going in. I was like, I thought that was for sure going in. So we had a chance to tie the game. We missed the shot. Even Lowry's shot, he had an open look. Like, we just missed shots that we normally make. And again, it just goes to the offense. Like, the offense is us missing shots that we make. Us being this bad from 3 is uncharacteristic for this team. I think I had it tonight. Like, what do we shoot? 35%? I had it somewhere on here. Yeah, 36% from 3. San Antonio shot 41% from 3. And the 3 ball actually got him back in this game when the Raptors had made their run. I was fine with the last possession as well. No. You brought Fred to shoot those shots. I even said in my live stream, I'm like, we better see Van Vliet shoot this thing. I don't want anybody but Van Vliet to shoot the last shot to tie the 3. That's why you brought him in. He's our team's best shooter. Best spot-up shooters, Van Vliet. He's perfect for those situations. He missed it. I'll live with that. Okay, you got to chill with that comment, bro. Muhammad Ali, appreciate the $2 dono. Appreciate you, fam. Rosen only hit 9 last season. Dropped 3 on us tonight. The Raptors could clearly use an offensive player. I don't know how I feel about Zach LaVine. Harden actually not bad for Raps. Yeah, I love how everybody's on this Harden train right now. And maybe I'll do a video why the Raptors should trade from. No, I don't live in Oshawa. I don't know, bro. That's the $1 million question. You'll give me a gaming chair? That'd be pretty dope. Your girlfriend thinks I'm good looking. Thanks to your girlfriend, but Mark Anderson's the real G. Apparently, the Raptors are front runners to acquire Harden. That's what the report's saying. Yeah, Harden's old, bro, but Harden can still put up 32 points after he misses practice, goes to the strip club, has a good time, and he could probably do that with, like, Harden could put up 30 with one hand tied behind his back. This dude is an historically great offensive player. I get he has poor attitude problems, but these poor attitude problems only came now. He was never known for being a poor attitude player. He is an historically great offensive player. Pound for pound, the best scorer in the league. The only other player that comes close, in my opinion, is Kevin Durant when he's on. Like, Durant can put up 30 with ease. So you can't really hate on the guy. Like, he puts up numbers. Like, he walks the walk. I mean, if my dude wants to have some fun in the strip club, let him be. I mean, we've all had a rough year. Yeah, Celtics are apparently another team trying to trade for Harden. I don't think the Celtics deal gets done. The thing is, if I'm Houston, I would rather get Jaylen Brown. I don't know. Would you rather have Jaylen Brown or Siakam? That's actually a toss-up. I could see how you could go both ways. Shave my head bald if the Raptors get Harden? Maybe. Do I think the Raptors are a title contender? I don't think we could talk about that now, bro, given the context of tonight's show. Siakam does have room for offensive improvement, but I just don't have confidence that he can become that go-to scorer late in the game. He's an excellent Robin. Like, he would thrive well playing alongside, obviously, a Kawhi, a Harden, but he's not your 1A. He's your 1B. Honestly, he's the DeRozan in that case. DeRozan is obviously more skilled offensively, Siakam more skilled defensively, but DeRozan was never a 1A player. He never will be. And that's why the Spurs aren't going to win a chip. But if you pair DeRozan with a LeBron, with a Harden, with a Lillard, like, those are 1B players. DeRozan and Siakam are in that same category. And that's why the Raptors were never able to get past the conference finals with DeRozan and Lowry when the East was relatively weak, other than the Cavs. Hey, I appreciate that, James. Appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody still in here, man. We've got almost 200 people in the chat. It's 12:30. It's Saturday night. We got nothing better else to do but to talk Raptors. So I want to appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody in here, man. I appreciate it. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 200 likes. Yes, maybe so. I'm pressing my luck. But definitely subscribe to the channel, guys. If you are new and you are in here, I appreciate y'all. Definitely subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. I'll be doing post-game lives after every single game. I'll be doing this after every single game. Hopefully, I'll have my regular setup. If not, I'm gonna have to do these post game lives, and my data bill is gonna be crazy. But whatever. I don't know if I don't know if the Raptors are on Harden's list. Like nobody knows right now. I sound like Nelk. I think everybody from Canada sounds like Nelk or Flynn is our scorer. Facts, bro. Like, just see what Flynn can give you. I would love to see what Malachi could give you over the course of, say, 15 to 20 minutes. But, guys, just to put into context here, before I wrap this up, I just want to take a look at the Raptors' schedule with all of you. Okay, so the Raptors have the Sixers, the Knicks, to round up their 2020. I'm pretty confident to say we'll beat the Knicks, so at least we'll have one win. So even if we lose to the Sixers, we're 1-3 going into 2021. Then we got the Pelicans, the Celtics, the Suns, the Kings, the Warriors, the Blazers, and the Hornets. So those are 7 games that you could win. So again, January is shaping to be a very favorable part of the Raptors schedule. So if the Raptors struggle to beat teams like the Kings, the Warriors, there I say it, the Hornets, I know we beat them twice, but it was the preseason. That's the part of the season where you're like, okay, like something's wrong. Like now we got to hit the panic button. But I think we'll do fine with that part of the schedule. Where I think we're going to struggle is when we take on the Celtics, the Sixers. The Pelicans should be a good game, but I don't know. The Pelicans look good this year, guys. And then we got back-to-back against the Heat, back-to-back against the Bucks. Or no, one against the Bucks. Yeah, back-to-back against the Bucks. That's in February. January overall, though, we should easily have an above 500 record. We should. And if we don't, that's when you hit the panic button because February is shaping up to be a bloodbath. Oh, look, Anthony Edwards actually looked good tonight, 18 points. I don't think the Raptors are going to tank. I think that's taking it way too far. Like I said, I still expect this team, worst case scenario, to be a 7th or 8th playoff seed or 6th. 6 to 8, worst case scenario. I don't think it'll get that bad. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for being in here, man. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this literally after every single game, every single post-game live. Or I'll be doing a post-game live after every single game. I mean, if you're asking me to tank for Bronny James, yeah, sure. Do a charity if we get Harden. I just had some technical issues, Aiden. You miss Ibaka a lot. I'm missing him right now. Could we win another championship? Probably, but probably not for anytime soon. What's going on, PS3 Shakes? Didn't see you're in here, man. What's going on, brother? Lorenz Day, I believe so. Somebody want to fact check that? Yeah, I think it's March. I don't know the exact date though. Messiah loves the Antetokounmpo family. He wants to draft Alex Antetokounmpo. And I just want to say this, and maybe I'll say this to conclude the show. Not getting Antetokounmpo was a huge blow for this team. Like, I don't want to understate that. Like, it was a very big blow for this team because you got to understand the Raptors basically constructed their offseason around the fact that they had a good shot at getting Giannis. So as soon as Giannis re-signed, it literally destroyed the opportunity of going out and getting a big-time player that could put you over the hump. Like, look at what the team sacrificed. Marcus Gasol and Serge Ibaka. Most notably Serge Ibaka, because you thought you were going to open up cap to go get Giannis. Giannis like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying in Milwaukee. All of a sudden, you could have maybe brought back a Serge Ibaka to give him the money that he wanted. And this just put the Raptors in a very tough situation now. The Raptors got money to spend, but the problem is there's nobody available. Like, next offseason was looking so glorious. Haven't used that word in a while. But now, like, who the hell's on the market? DeRozan? No thanks. Oladipo? No thanks. I mean, he's not his old self, even though he is a shot creator. So, yeah, outside of DeRozan and Oladipo, there's nobody you can get. The only guy you could probably trade for is a James Harden. That is that, elite player. Because other than that, next free agency class looking pretty weak at the moment. Gobert just re-signed. Giannis is gone. Paul George re-signed, which probably means Kawhi's going to re-sign. Especially if Kawhi, can help this team get to the final. There's not too many options available. That's my point. So yeah, you know what? We lost Ibaka, and it's hurting us now, especially from off the bench. Let's try to get to 150 likes, guys. Keep Spike liking the like button. Much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the bell. All that good stuff. Yeah, and that was another factor too. I mean, we waited too, right? So overall, the offseason was built for Giannis, and not getting Giannis was a big blow. And I knew that I knew that right from the start. I'm like, us not getting Giannis, that's going to be a very big blow to our chances moving forward. And it's going to affect a lot of things. Let's see what Harden finished with tonight. And then I'll probably wrap. Oh wow, the game's in overtime, guys. Great game in Houston, in Portland. Harden's got 35 points, 16 assists in 41 minutes. I don't have his full stats, so I don't know how efficient he is. Let me see if I can see that. This is probably the style I'm going to do for my post-game pods when the Raptors play late games, like around 10:30. So just letting you guys know. Where the heck's this game? What am I looking for here? Harden's efficiency. He's 14 of 16 from the line, 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. Not too bad. But anyways, guys, I don't want to get too off track here. At the end of the day, we know the end result. Raptors lose. They're going to have to answer a lot of questions between now and Tuesday. They got 2 days off, and then Tuesday they will play the Sixers. I will have the live play-by-play and reaction for that. Definitely want to join me for it. Raptors lose 119 to 114. It was a tough way to lose. And the game did go down to the wire, but Raptors shooting woes once again hurt them and their execution. That's it, guys. I'm out. Like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel on your way out. Plus hit that bell. Have yourselves a wonderful night. No fancy intro on this one. Peace. This is Raps Report with your boy. Have a good one.